See, so if I'm giving you these questions I made based on the last homework I have given. So these are the questions those you have to do. So out of that, I found that this question is good. Eighth question, ninth question, 10th question. Those are you try at home also. If you wanna try, then try it. That's how we'll do the first question.
So first question.
Yeah. So these questions are based on the last what we have done, like last lectures. It was that one assessment I have given that is still pending to grade. So that I'll
So
grade it today. ठीक है. So the hotel charges इतने per night, the guest stays for इतने nights.
the 190
Okay,
times
due to
4.5.
हाँ, check out rules apply the condition, calculate the total cost. So what you'll do, you'll place, ठीक है.
190 times 4.5, no?
Just multiply. Justify why your rounding method is reasonable. What will you write for your rounding methods? And what rounding methods you'll do? Others,
Sir, multiply then round in the end.
nearest you can do nearest. You can say that the nearest dollar you take. No,
Nearest dollar
because the
and
changes are not available most of the time. So, ठीक है. So you'll say that this is 190 per night. And this is like the stage, you don't stay for 4 point that night. Night has to be 5 only. Agree?
Yeah.
So the nights are 5. Round to like 4 से ऊपर हो गया, then you charge for 5 nights.
Yeah, you'll charge for 5.
Then apply your rounding methods and reason. Then you can talk about why you just like, because charges always happens once you check.
You would say that you take the higher what is it, the higher whole number, because it allows for more convenience as of such, and allows for a fair ball as to
And that is the system we charge for, like the US. There is no
yeah.
like 0.48
Yeah, there's no,
night.
it also doesn't make sense for a point system
And
when you look at
so
night.
you can write like 2 lines, not more. Okay.
Okay.
The
Okay.
ratio of the red that is given to the total lines is to determine the number of tiles of each color. That is quite easy. Agree? So
Yeah.
you write 3 over 3 plus 5 plus 7. Agree? Times.
yeah.
Times what will do? 3 over 3 plus 5 plus 7 times 90. That is for red tiles.
You do it for all of them.
5 over 3 plus 5 plus 7 into 90. That is for this. And 7 over 3 plus 5 plus 7 into 90. That is for other tiles. Understand?
Yeah. So for 2B, when you have to analyze the ratio when 6 blue tiles are removed, do we have to solve it all again? Vapis?
And to analyze how the ratio changes with the 6 blue tiles. So how many blue tiles are there?
5.
5. And you remove 6. So this is not possible, no?
Yeah, it's not possible.
And you have -1 tile.
You can't have negative one.
Can't have a negative tile.
So
Yeah,
that is why I
negative.
made the question in such a way you have to write something on
No,
it.
sir, but this is the ratio of, that's the ratio of the tile. If you actually check, it'll be more than 6.
Then if more 6 remove, then ratio changes. Then then blue
Sure.
tiles ratio you can find out how many blue tiles you getting here.
Um,
Blue tiles are like blue tiles is 3 upon this is what?
there are 30 blue tiles. Yeah,
30.
so there are 30 blue tiles.
Blue tiles are 30. Okay.
30.
And these tiles are like these tiles. What will you get? Just get all the ratios of all different tiles, and then remove 6 here. Then recalculate the ratio.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Then
Then
you
you
have to check
recalculate
with
blue
84
ratios.
tiles. No?
No, so you recalculate blue ratios. No.
so we calculate the final ratio and then reduce 6 from it to see the final
Yes,
ratio.
that's what I was saying. The calculate analyze how the ratio changes if 6 blue tiles are removed. Okay, so when you remove 6 blue tiles, then you remove from the total also and remove from the blue tiles ratios also. Agree? Then you can
Yes.
recalculate the ratio of like blue tiles. So if total are 96, you remove, then you get 84. Now totals are then blue were 30. Now new blue tiles are like you remove 6 from here 24. Agree?
Yeah.
Understand? So that would give you like 20, that percentage of the blue tiles you have. You can write like out of 84, 24 are blue, so you can find out the ratio of it. Understand how to find out ratio particular? You multiply 100 on it, no?
Yep.
24 of 84 into 100, that would give the ratio, no?
0.8.
Understand? Okay, so this you understand. Okay, third. The ratio of boys to girls in the cases are 4:3. After 5 boys, ratio become this. So tell me what is happening. The ratio of boys to girls in the class is 4:7. Agree? After 5 boys joining, the ratio become 1:1. So now you have 5, understand? You have 4x and 7x. So if you add 5 on the boy side, so you have 4x plus 5. Now it becomes same as 7x. Agree? To get the x first. Understand? So how to get x first? Like you just move this to other side, 5 over, okay, 5, that's how I'll get x. 5 over 3 is equal to x. Agree?
Yeah.
Ratio, like x is that has to be exact value. So x can't be the fraction. So 5 over 3. So it will be like you can like if now what you have to find out, determine the original number of students. So what would be the original number of students?
Rounded down.
Rounded down is this is x is this. So original number of students of 4x plus 7x.
Times
Agree?
that by 4. No?
Okay, so that was the original, no?
Yeah.
So then you add 11x. The x is what? 5 by 3.
3.
3.
Replace x by 5 by 3.
Yeah.
5 by 3. Now, this cannot be the original number because this is fraction. The student cannot
Yeah.
be fraction. So, now,
Yeah.
so minimum, the question is like wrong. There should be minimum number of student which you multiply here to get something. Agree? So, you multiply 3 here. So, that cancel also minimum number of student will be 55. Agree? Any
Yeah.
multiply because you taking anything, no? X is 5 by 3. 5 by 3 can't be x. X has to be minimum 5. Understand? So see, if you take minimum 55, then only this happens. इसको डिस्प्ले कर दूंगा ठीक है रुकिए मैं कर लेता हूँ Can you talk about the question number like see, did you learn the transformation properly, guys? Transformations.
Yes, sir.
We are going to do it now, like soon. Transformation.
Transformation of
transformation
function
है
है geometric transformation.
Geometric transformation. हाँ वो तो कर लिया हमने.
वो किया है, but not like
Function we're learning transformation of
yeah
function.
function में we're learning transformations now.
No, this question had geometric transformation.
Geometric हाँ वो किया है.
Let us discuss geometric transformations का 4-5 questions. First, like is translations. Thus, what is translation? How will do translation? Means moving from one place to another place. Agree?
Reflect on.
Yes, sir.
And there is a vector A, B. If you apply this
Yeah.
vector, this is plus, this is minus, then you'll
Yeah.
see it.
A units of B units, right?
Yeah. ठीक है. So A can be plus. Plus means right side and minus means left side. But in the function you write f of x minus A plus B.
Yeah.
Understand? I hope you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now moving forward, like these translations you're good at. So if I want to do reflection, so if you reflect x-axis, what happen? On x-axis, what will happen?
The same values on the
The
X,
same
X
was
will remain same, y get flipped, no?
yeah.
Reflect
Y
on
gets
y-axis, what will happen?
the
X,
exchange.
X gets flipped, Y is the same.
And if reflect on y is equal to x-axis, then
Both get
y is
flipped.
equal to x line, then flip
Negative.
x,
They get
x,
flipped.
y flip, no?
Yep.
Yeah.
So इधर ही आ जाना. So reflect on like C and reflect on like y is equal to minus x line, then
If they reflect on
y is equal to minus x line. Y is equal to x line, y is equal to minus x line.
Oh, okay.
do they get negative?
Do they both become negative?
No. Was
So y next flip and both will become negative, no?
Both
Yeah.
sign, both flips and sign also get flipped.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
minus
yeah.
y minus x, agree?
Yeah.
That's what translation is. Rotations, 90-degree rotations, then what will happen? Just like this is object xy, if I rotate 90 degree,
Rotate around the center by
then
90
how
degrees
about
clockwise
origin?
up.
So this will become what? This become like y and minus x. 90-degree clockwise, 90-degree anti-clockwise minus y plus x. If 180-degree clockwise minus y minus x. Like again you flip and change the sign of this side. So minus x minus y. So minus 180-degree rotation is both sign get flipped. But y equal to minus x reflection is like sign will get flipped and that get reversed also. Okay. Enlargement how will do? If you enlarge the object by scale factor k, what will happen? So all the coordinates will become k type. Just like this is object and this is xy. If I'm saying enlarge this by scale factor k about the origin. So you'll write here kx and ky,
Yeah.
all the
Goodbye.
coordinates. Okay. So you understand each and everything. Now, like see, you have to do this question. There is a translation question. There is a transformation question. I think one transformation question I've given. ये वाला. So a shape like shape has enlarged by scale factor minus 3/2 about point this. ठीक है. Analyze the effect of the scale factors of and the size of the origin. Tell me that's what will happen.
तो स्केल करने से मतलब द it will vertically
Enlargement
increase.
scale factor they're saying if any object is there. ठीक है. Two
Yeah.
type of like enlargement are there, about origin and about any specific point. This is about any specific point, 2 and minus 1 here. Agree?
Yeah.
So if you
Yeah.
enlarge about 2 and minus 1, then like analyze the factors of size of the original. ठीक है?
So,
So
but what
the
happens?
factor is negative 3 by
हाँ?
2. So you multiply it by negative 3 by 2, right?
हाँ.
But negative से multiply come, what else will change?
Negative when you say you measure from this side, just like this, you measure this side and you go 3/2 distance of the opposite side of the point.
Okay.
Agree? You always measure from here. Suppose this is x, so you go here 3x/2. Negative scale factor means this. Agree? So there are 4 points. For all 4 points, you measure like this and go opposite to the 3/2.
Oh, okay. And then you get the 4 points
So,
are enlarged.
And then
so
these are enlargement, and that's image size is always 3/2 ka whole square times. Whether this is negative scale factor or positive scale factor. So 9/4. So the image will become 2.25 area times area wise.
But so to calculate it, if we're not measuring it, do we multiply 2 by negative 3 by 2
Area,
and
if they
negative?
say the object having area like suppose A, so new area will have like 2.25 times of A. This area, this object that you forming after enlarging, the area will become 2.25 times of A.
Okay.
Okay? You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so enlargement also you understand. The right angle trigonometry, that you know, right angle trigonometry,
Yes,
height
sir.
and everything that you know, you don't have to do that. Okay, this also you know, this also you know. See, probability
Just
basics you know,
non-right angle
quadratic
trigonometric.
also you say. I want to skip it as much as you know it. Okay, so analysis max. How will you get maximum point by 3 different methods?
Vertex point, vertex point
What is
form. Sorry,
vertex form?
vertex form.
What
Vertex
is
form.
vertex form?
Oh,
then
x minus k whole wait. Vertex form is
there was
yeah a x minus h squared by plus k
that
whole
is
square.
vertex form.
That's vertex form. Yeah.
Yeah. Then there was another
bracket
one.
x minus.
So clearly you analyze the maximum height. When it comes to the maximum height means you have been asked to find out the y value at that point. Agree? So now the fact is like how will
Yes,
you
sir.
get x value at that point? X is minus b
We
over
upon
2a.
2a and then
So
substitute in the
minus
equation.
b minus 12 over 2a. 2a is 2 times minus 2 is equal to minus 2 or minus 4. So this is 3. The x value at that point by calculating is 3. To get corresponding y value, So you saying change into completing square. You need not to change into, since this format is given to you, they didn't ask us to find out the like completing square to change into completing square. Or what all we have to do, we put this x value into the original. So minus 2, 3 whole square plus 12, 3 plus 5 minus 2 into 9 plus 36 plus 5. So minus 18 plus 36 plus 5. Okay, minus 18 plus 41.
1.
Okay, so this combined
1.
you,
And then he was solving the answer.
so this combined would give you the answer. Okay, so that would be that height. You can understand, determine the when it hits the ground. So what we'll do to
Root,
determine when it hits the ground?
the
Then
root,
roots of this equation, no?
yeah.
So
It's
there will
the
be two
ground, we can
roots. One
say
root
x
you
is.
won't take, which is negative. You'll take the positive roots. Agree?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
that is the time, because x is t is the time here. So that you understand very well. कोई problem नहीं है. Linear functions modeling, what you'll do, this is anything you'll do, this is per unit class, which is gradient of the line. This is total class, this is fixed cost. This is called fixed cost. This gradient is per unit cost.
Per unit cost. Yeah.
So when 1x increases, it increases by the gradient, no?
Huh. So this is per unit cost, and this is total cost. Understand?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Very good. So you can have solutions of this. You can go through the solutions. Now I'm just going to, I'm very curious about the criteria B and D, because how to write it, that matters. So if you look into the criteria B, any question that we have, and you can sense it how the criteria B happens in the AMOIP assessment. I can open the assessment papers. I would start from the SL before going to the HL, because HL justification is little complex than SL. So look into this question, what is given. Can you read the full questions? So what you have given, can you see? This is the one part of the questions. So see, can you read this question properly? Area of the trapezium you have to find. Agree? How to find area of the trapezium, you know it. Understand, there's no issues. So since is the question what they're asking. They have given a question. First they ask us to find out area of this trapezium. Area of trapezium, you know, half into sum of parallel side into height. Agree?
Yeah.
Yep.
Second part is like write down the missing term. So missing term, that is 1 mark. So you by looking at the pattern, you can analyze like what to write, what not to write. You can write it here. This is increased by 2, increased by 2, increased by 2. So you have to write 10 here, and then 12 here as well. Describe in the word the two pattern notice. So that's how will you describe into the word of these patterns?
Sir, it's increasing by 2 every time.
No. So this is not appropriate mathematical language to write. What mathematical, if this is 2 marks, if I would grade you in the 2 marks, so I would expect you to write 2 patterns. So what are those 2 patterns? What will you use 2 sentences, different sentences to
So
describe the same pattern? And there should be mathematical terminology, mathematical connect. When you say something. So
So
what
can
is
I
the
try it? Can I try?
Tell me.
So, as stage n increases by 1, the area of the trapezium
increase.
increases in intervals of 2.
No,
Interval of 2 is not right sentence.
no.
If you stage like increase by 1, the area consistently increase by 2.
A is equal to n times 2.
So you can say
Yeah, and it's 2n.
you can say pattern in the area follows arithmetic progression with the
Yeah.
common difference 2.
So,
The
do I
friend,
write it in like a line format, or should I like say just I mean
there are
2?
so many ways of saying. I'll show you the answer also. So you see, we together will go to the, this is 2C, we'll go to the 2C. We'll see it, answer I have given. I'll just give full this like full 2C. It was C. Look here, this is 2 marks. Example for accepting terminology means you have to write
Well,
in appropriate terminology. The
Hmm.
even number must, like you could write even numbers. Okay.
Yeah, that's one
The
question.
area is in like the area of all this falls like into all the even numbers, and multiple of 2 also you can write. Increase by 2 also you write. Add by every time 2 goes up by 2, moves up by 2. Okay. Difference by 2, second difference is 0. ठीक है, arithmetic progression, arithmetic sequence, anything you can write it, but you have to write 2 to accept.
Hmm.
ठीक है, which is not accepted when you say general term of it, because that is not being asked. You have been asked to describe the pattern. Describe the pattern
Ah.
means from one point to another point you're going. What you're doing, like what you're doing to reach to the next term from the previous terms. How you connect next term from the previous terms. Agree?
Yeah.
These are like the all terms are multiple up to multiple up to, increase by 2, add every time by 2, goes up by 2. So they are talking about next term. Agree? Difference by
Yeah.
2, second difference 0, arithmetic progression, arithmetic sequence. These means here what you don't have to write, you don't have to write the general term of it. ठीक है?
Hmm.
ठीक है? N is multiple by 2. They didn't ask about n, they asked about the general way of doing first term,
also
second
what
term,
is
third
getting
term. I will
pattern.
find out. Okay. So that's what it is. You don't have to write. Note that more than 2 different patterns are correct. So you have to say 2 out. Out of that, you have to say 2. Understand?
Hmm.
So I hope you'll understand what I'm trying to say here. You have to write about the pattern, not about the general term. You have to always connect with the how second term is like connected from the first term, or third term is connected from the second term. With reference to that, you have to talk about. Okay. Now see. Write down the general rules of A in terms of N. That you can write it easily.
Yeah, 2 and
So how will you write it? That is up 2 marks. Again, so you write like, see, you write like which way you write it. First you look at the correct
A is
terminology
equal
also.
to
See,
2 and
terminology is what? Tables you look into table. This is area, no? This is
hmm.
stage. So you are write area in terms of N is equal to 2N.
Hmm.
Agree? Where you describe
Okay.
also where An is the nth terms
And
area of the nth term. Agree?
Hmm.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, whatever the terminology it is used, like n was what? Stage, nth stage area. अगर n was stage, ठीक है?
ठीक है.
So it was like D, and what did they ask? Is like after, like कहाँ था वो question कहाँ गया? We talking about this, हाँ ठीक है. ठीक है. So see, what did they describe? What did they write here? You see it. नहीं ये वाला नहीं था
सी
क्या?
में था.
हाँ, इसमें नहीं
सी.
था ना?
नहीं नहीं नहीं.
ये वाला ये क्वेश्चन ही नहीं था ना? कौन से ईयर का था?
um
ये भी नहीं था.
2018 का था। हाँ ये
28.
वाला
ये
हाँ
था
हाँ.
19
19.
में का था. ठीक
So,
है.
but when you write general rule, do you have to write like a line after it, or bus general rule is fine?
नहीं, if this is 2 marks, you can see how you can like see the one is terminology marks that they must be giving you because communications also added on it. Agree? You look into that. The communication must be added on it. So see, so correct general rule. So see, you will get 1 mark if you write 2n. If you write a is equal to 2n, then still you'll get 1 mark. If you use this trick for writing the answers, then also you'll get 1 mark. You write n plus n, you'll also get this. These all will give n marks. Okay? So what all you have to write? A is equal to 2 marks, you'll get a is equal to 2n. So this multiplication sign should not be there to get 2 marks. Agree?
Oh.
Okay.
So what we feel like we have written everything correctly, but most of the time you won't get marks, that much marks we accept just because of that only. The communication is not matching. This comes under communication when you just write 2n and you write 2n. So this is accepted, this is not accepted.
Hmm.
So we have to be very careful about area. And then this is not accepted also. This is accept this is not accepted up now. This is old paper now this is also. So area you assumed area is a, you can't write small a as the area.
Hmm.
Okay. So here they're cutting marks for writing this strict multiplication signs or addition signs. Those you don't have to use in the middle. And now they were accepting this, but now they stop accepting. If this is uppercase letter, this has to be uppercase letter.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
So see, they're clearly saying where to give 1 marks, where to give 2 marks. Agree?
Okay.
Now moving forward, you can do this verify your general line. What is the verifications of general rules? What
So,
verifications means? What we do in the that's what we do in the verifications.
So you use about two methods, one by the actual rule and one by another method.
Okay. One by the what is the verification? How will verify that?
you'd
Tell
use
me.
like a table format and see if your rule works in it. So you substitute n for the specified
See, the correct
entity.
verification you see here, the verification is done here. Okay. When you talk about verifications in this case, you always, you got in the previous part A is equal to 2n. Okay.
Hmm.
Verifications means you have to put the values of n. Okay. That is not in the given table. So what was the given table here? What was the given table, beta here? Tell me. Given table were till 4, no?
Yeah.
So then 5 and 6 was not given in the given table. Agree?
Yes.
So you have to plug in and put these values in the given table.
Hmm.
Okay?
Hmm.
So that's what you do it. So put it here and then get that answer right. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hi.
Is it Esquire or is it Exquisite?
Square Avil 205.
I came to Esquire, I think. I went to A2.
A205.
Yeah, I went here, but someone answered it's not them.
No,
I'm in
just
spam.
that no, I'm here inside class only. Inside my home only. Just call to security. Ask them Square Avil you want to go to 205. Agree?
Yeah,
Okay. Just ask them. Okay?
yeah,
I'm here in the flat one. Okay?
yeah.
ठीक है. Hmm. So you understand this? You understand this? Write down the general
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
A in terms of n.
Hmm.
Understand? So this you wrote it. Now with
Yeah.
reference to that, you don't have to write this history anymore. Okay? With reference to that, when they say verify, you have to take the values which you found out here. Understands? Not in the table, outside the table. Now you clearly see the verification what they have done it. Like they have, that's it. 1 mark they will correctly substitute if n is more than equal to 5 in your general rule. Agree and then match from the table and write your statement. 3 to up 3 marks how will get same as the see देखो up you have to write statement also same as value I predicted in the table. ठीक है? And then you write in the R same as value I predicted continuing pattern this the two. So since it was 3 marks you have to put 2 examples and you have to write a statement also. Agree?
Okay.
So if
Yep.
you do below the table you put what you don't find out when they say verify and you put the values that you got you didn't get it that was in the table then you the marks get reduced they will give 1 mark.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
So it was 19. So now just moving forward, we did this B, right? In terms of when that also we got also verify also general rule. Now this is given that this is the most important 23 marks question that gives you all the marks. So first, like when this is the new table you got it, like they said like this is the table. So now find the relationship between T and N. What is the relationship between T and N? Tell me.
Which,
If you get relationship, predict the more values on the record. First you predict it. Agree?
yeah.
Can you fill the table?
T is n squared plus
Here. What will you write here? This is you getting added by what? 4. You
T
getting
is n squared plus n.
this is getting added by 8. ठीक है? Hmm?
T
Hmm.
is n squared plus n.
Is
N
now
squared.
you know it. Now I want to I want you to first let's get 23 out of 23 marks. Agree? So let's
Huh.
start with the right of predicting values means you have to fill the code. Every time you see this is getting added by 4, added by 6, added
4.
by
Huh.
8, so added by
Uh,
10.
So
Agree?
10,
Added by
30,
12.
then 12, so
Okay.
42,
Add 14 here. So
then
if you add 14 then 56.
56.
6. Yeah.
So we already got the full marks for
Huh?
this.
No, I do. But then we need to
No,
find the
now we have to describe the
T
pattern.
then.
Now we have to describe the pattern.
Now this is done now. Describe the pattern. So
In
plain
2
simple, there
words.
is no like describe the pattern can be like multiple ways of describing it to be safer side. Since the question is of 23 marks, we have to describe in such a way as much as word we can use. We then during descriptions we understood what we needed actually. We need like connectivity up to consecutive terms. Agree? So the connectivity says the second difference remains consistent in this. That is the appropriate word because second time you find out. So, and so by calculation also how the second difference remains same. Agree?
The
So
quadratic sequences.
this is quadratic sequence. You write second difference remains same. You say the calculations of the second difference remains same. Find the general terms of that. How will you get general term? How will you write general term of that? You can see it from there. So see, predict what did they do? Predict. Correct predictions one term. See what did they say? Correct like 3 marks you'll get if you full the table, 3 terms you predict it. Agree?
Yes, sir.
Describes it. We closely look into that. What description means here? That is of 5 marks. Okay. When it comes to the 23 marks questions, description most of the time is writing general term. Okay. So how will you get general term? How you try to predict like try to get the pattern? Isn't you can see like in this by looking at it, this is 1 into 2, this is 2 into 3. Okay? This is 3 into 4. Isn't this is 5? Isn't this is multiplications of 2 consecutive terms? Okay? Isn't like this
Oh, yeah.
if you
Of
want
the
to write in this is consistent, this is n and this is one more than that. N plus.
Yep.
Okay, so predictions will give you 5 marks when it will give you 5 marks. You see it. So they said correct describe patterns for T as general rule. Agree? You have to write. You don't have to write in the word in this description. The old description we had to write in the word only, no. But these descriptions you need to write general terms. Agree? So what is general term here? Like n plus 1. The correct descriptions of the patterns of T as the general rule and two correct pattern descriptions in the word. Means you have to write 2 pattern descriptions in the word. What will you write? That is second difference is consistent. Agree? Second difference is like same. What else you can talk about? What else you can say about it? So you have to write 2 word type like iska descriptions, and you have to write the general term by sensing it like how it is. You don't have to derive it. Okay, so that's how it is. Like, if you only write that is 8 marks, attempt to describe the pattern in the word. So normally most of the student gets 1 marks in this, and they think that they should get 5 out of 5. The exam teacher hasn't checked it properly, which is not the case. Case is the pattern which you have to write it. So you have to write into the like general term by sensing it, by like finding out some pattern in it, and you have to correct descriptions of 2 different descriptions of like into the word. Agree?
Yep.
So now test. What will you do test for testing?
Testing if one of the
Substitute the
values
value,
given.
the general rule,
On the
and
table only you will take the value, and at least 2 you have to do because you have to get 2 marks for that.
so you just can you substitute the value in the general rule and test with
That in the table. ठीक है.
in the table
And
only.
that is the verification that you do, that is outside of the table. ठीक है, that you found out.
So basically,
In the
verification.
table only what you found out. Agree?
So verification is all the other other values in the table,
Other
like
value that you
out.
filled it by yourself, no?
Okay,
If
and
you
then
starting it, what did we do? We
tests.
filled it. Now you can see it. We filled it here. Agree? Okay, understood?
Yeah.
So then justifications of general rule is finding general rules. Agree? Deriving
Yeah.
general. If the second difference remains same, how will you derive that? That is also 4 marks. Okay. So how will you derive that second difference? Current proving that, you know, if your second difference is like in the justifications, I want to describe the justifications. Justifications are like 5 types into the MYP. First is like proving AP's nth term, proving AP's sum. Agree? Then second is GP's general term, GP's sum. Third is recursive series and recursive series का nth term. ठीक है? And then like the multiplications of these two are by like any which way of the combination and then second difference. Okay, so in this question, what are we dealing with the second difference one? So how will you appropriately prove the second difference one? Tell me. If I have T and I know the second difference, I will write a statement. If second difference remains same, then general term is this. This is general term. Agree? Isn't this a general term if the second difference remains same? Okay, guys. So by looking at that, like your table, can you find out, like, can you tell me like how it goes? How will you write it? Like how you will find out general term of that? No one is replying, guys. So see, I understood that second difference remains same. Now I'm proving that. Proving that. For proving that, what I have to write? So देखो, Tn is equal to what? वो एक बच्चा आया. An square plus Bn plus C. Okay, this is your general term. Understand? Ethan, if this is general term, how will I write? Like how will what I'll write here to get my full marks? Ethan, can you talk about it?
Yeah, sorry, sir. My parents had called me. I didn't
Tell me
inform
how
you.
I want to prove it and get full marks. Display करो.
Prove this.
चला लो. परम चला दो उसको. How will you prove that? How will you get A, B, and C from that? So this we know the second difference remains same. So you can write this.
Yeah,
Second difference remains same. This is your general term.
dimension. Yeah.
Okay. How you will write general term? How will you write general term? ठीक है. How will you find out A and B and C and write the general term appropriate way? Understand? Tell me.
Okay.
So first step is just put stage one. In stage one, if you write n is equal to 1, you have to get 2. No. So stage 1 is what to what? A
2.
plus
So
B
A plus B plus C is equal
and
to
that value
2.
is what? 2.
2.
Stage 2 is what? 4A
Stage 2 is
plus
6.
2B plus C. What is that? 6.
6.
ठीक है. Stage 3 is what? 12, no? So if you plug in here 3, they become 9A plus
9A.
C plus C. नहीं आ रहा. रुक जा गया. इसके बाद ऐसे कर. खुल गया. देखो ये नहीं करने का. उस स्क्रीन पे टच कर. ठीक है. रुक जा. हाँ बता. आएगा. वहाँ पे जा. रुक जा मैं कनेक्ट करता हूँ. एक मिनट भाई. जस्ट गिव मी. आई वांट टू डिस्प्ले समथिंग इन माय.
ठीक है.
तो स्क्रीन मिररिंग आएगा. अभी 2 मिनट के अंदर आएगा क्योंकि ये डिस्प्ले हो वहाँ पे स्कैन करना पड़ेगा. नहीं स्कैन का जरूरत नहीं. ऑटोमेटिक होता है. अभी आया. Ethan, you see it like you are in the middle of it, no? So like we're going to finish that one paper. Like we're doing it. Like we're describing patterns and everything properly. Okay, guys, you understand this? What we're doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So could you just repeat it? I didn't understand this part. Stage
In
one.
the term one.
Yeah,
What?
so this was stage one.
See. Now the fact is that you know one thing very clearly, that one thing is like this is second difference remains same. Then general term of second difference is what? Tn is equal to an square plus bn plus c. Okay.
Yes, sir.
You write here t1 like first term. So 1 means equal to 1. So if you write 1 here, you will get a plus b plus c.
Yes.
Now t
Equal to
2. If you run n equal to 2.
yes.
So this is 4a plus 2b plus c. And this become what? Isn't that become like the value which is given to you? This is 2. Agree?
Yes.
This
Yes.
one is 6.
6.
And then T3 you write. You write
And
3
T3 over
So
12.
9a plus
9.
3b plus c. And that value is what? 12.
12.
Okay.
Sir, One question. What exactly is the difference between justify and derivation as such?
So see, when they say justify, then mean
Hmm.
whatever table value you have to find, you got a formula before justifications. Agree?
Yes,
You
yes.
put these table, what you found out, these values you put, and you'll see whether you getting same as you found out or not in the formula.
Oh,
Understand? Just like
okay.
in this previous part, it was 2n. Agree?
Uh-huh.
It was 2n, so you substitute 5, that should come as like, if that is 2n, then that 5 here should come same as it is. Agree? But for here, we
Hmm.
got here n plus 1. Understand?
Hmm.
If I plug in
Hmm.
5, then plug in 5 into 6, that has to be 30, which is 30.
Hmm.
Agree?
Hmm.
You get the
Hmm.
table's value, what you found out from the formula.
Okay, okay.
Reason is that proving means you take a general term which can be, okay, just like
Hmm.
general term is what? Second difference general term is what? Second difference general term is this. T is equal to a
Yeah.
square plus bn plus c.
Hmm.
That is general term second difference. If that is AP, then you write general term is what? Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. If GP, then general term is like Tn is equal to A r raised to n minus 1. So depending on like what kind of pattern you have here, based on that you analyze, like you assume general term. And then you find out unknowns here. So unknowns are what? A, B, C. Agree? N is less.
Yeah.
So to find out unknowns, whatever tables you just place few values, just like you here n is equal to 1, you put n is equal to 1, you put, then in stage ones that area of the trapezium is what? 2. That you write all into the statements. Agree? Because you have 23 marks, and 23 marks is the like full criteria description. This fully you can get for free.
Hmm.
Okay, because this you write five papers, you will feel like everything is same almost every time. Understand?
Mhm.
So this will give you
Understood.
this, and then like this plus C is equal to what will give you here 12. Okay.
Hmm.
Now you subtract those two. So if you subtract those two, so 3A plus B is equal to what you'll get here? This minus this is what?
What?
4. You subtract these two. What will you get?
B
5A plus
5A plus B
plus B is equal to 6.
6.
Subtract these two. 2A is equal to 2. A is equal to what? 2 by 2. So A is equal to 1. Okay?
3 equal to 2. 2 equal to
So
2
what
is
did I
what?
do? I subtracted these two, then I got A is equal to 1. So I
Hmm.
found out A is equal to 1. Now in this, if I replace A is equal to 1, I'll get B is equal to 1 as well. Once you get
Yeah.
A and B, then I'll find out C is equal to 0. So my A, B, C I found out. A is 1, C is, okay? So you found A.
Hmm.
So actually you got N square plus N plus 0. So N square plus N is your T. Agree? So you can
Yeah.
figure out, you can write n plus 1. And then again you take 2, 3 examples and prove that that works. For here one you take from, and from down one here from you take. And then prove that you say that this formula works.
Hmm. Hmm.
Agree?
Hmm.
So that way you
Hmm.
get like full marks. Now you can look into the marking scheme and then see what I'm trying to say. So from this marking scheme, you see what they are saying about it. So see, we checked this properly. Now see, this is like descriptions. We did descriptions, and we discussed testing also. You have to take the table value. Verifications, you have to take the outside table value. Justifications means like you have to take, you have to prove general formula. Justifications are proof both the same. So we're doing that. So if you directly write, attempt that directly write U1, U2, this, that, you'll get 0, 1 marks. And the way we proved it, if you do that way, you'll get full marks. Agree? Now,
Okay.
one
Yeah.
more thing is there notations in during like your proceedings, like during writing full, there is 3 communication marks. 3. So criteria C is
Hmm.
always added with the criteria B. That questions was like 31 marks. Out of that, they said that communication marks were 3. Okay. So if you miss
Hmm.
symbols, you don't write T, in place of T, you write TN, then that also will not be considered, because trapezium's area they assumed T, not TN. Okay. So based on that,
Okay.
all the like you writing should be proper mathematical language, not either other. Okay. And then everything you should follow it proper the way it should be followed.
Hmm.
Understand? So this is the
Yep.
thing. So T is equal to N plus 1. Understood? I hope you'll understand this properly, but
Yeah.
can we go through again, like in 2 minutes? So see, first question was like, wow, 2 marks, find the trapezium's area. To get trapezium's area, what did we do? We first we have to write half into sum of parallel side into height, then substitute, then calculate like height, which is 3 minus 2, which is 1, and then that is height, and then you, those two sides you just write here. Height you have 1, and then you write a and b. The sum of parallel side means one side is what, here you can see 5 and the other side is 7. So 5 plus 7, and then height was 1.5, so that would give the area of that trapezium. Okay, other way around is to that you can break into two parts. You say till here it is rectangle, and then this is one triangle. Understand? So you have to
Yeah.
be like proper mathematical systems you have to use, and you can look into the answers also how they calculated. They may have done it two different ways, or they must be expecting you to write into. So see, this is for finding out like accept the average of this. Okay? Understand? To get 2 marks, the area of the rectangle is 5, or 5 into 1, then that's what we discussed. The 5 blocks of the area plus one triangle's area. Agree? So you can do that way. You can break it also in two and get the area. Or you use the trapezium.
This is how we can justify also, no?
Because this is,
Like area.
listen to me carefully. They're saying how many marks? They're saying 3 marks. Okay? AM3. मतलब accuracy method marks 3. So method 1 for this, but like you have to write in an appropriate mathematical language. Understand? So every question, if you do E assessment, there will be a type here for the formula. So if the type is trapezium's formula, then you use trapezium's formula, substitute value over there. But if the type does not have trapezium formula, what you will do? You use normal methods, normal like you convert into square, like rectangle and triangle, and then do it.
But if the formula is given, we have to use that.
And then you try to be safer side, you use those formula and don't do otherwise. Because every instructions is given what to do, what not to do. But normally, if you see actually assessment paper, there will be tab here, like one tab question. See, this will be open and one tab will be there. There will be, you click that tab and see whether formula is given or not. If formula is given, then use to PGM formula, because like they expect you to know it, but like you can see it. What if that is not portion, specifically portions?
Oh.
Then you have to like properly use the formula.
So they may or may not give you the
You
formulas.
look properly see. If you do, then you'll get 1 marks. If you do this, you'll get 2 marks. If you get this only, then you get 3 marks. Okay. More steps, and whatever the information given, instruction is given, that you have to follow. Don't have to do by yourself. Every time what happened in e-assessment, people do a lot of work and write all the papers and they end up getting 5, because that is not proper format. So you have to follow the instructions. Okay, so this part is, I'm very happy that you discuss into details. We'll do one more questions, which is like from extended of criteria B, because today let us discuss, and then I'll give 2 questions for the practice at home and then submit to me. So can we go and do this question properly and then check our mark scheme, whether this mark scheme matching or not? Discuss. This is extended maths questions, and this is like I think 2000, which year, sir? It is 2019 November. So can you try and do this question by yourself? Let us just do together. Tell me. So that the diagonal of the trapezium is √2, and that is of 2 marks. So you'll just draw here like that. Agree?
Yeah.
This length is now here 1,
1. Yeah.
1. So you say diagonal is 1 square. 1 square plus 1 square
1 square. Yeah.
right, square root of
That's square root 2.
marks. So you can write in the word also ki this, the triangle that you form having height 1, base 1. Agree? Triangle that is formed to find out diagonals is having height 1, base 1. And you could see how they write. If this is, you cannot divide it, how the which word you use, or you directly write answer to get the answer. So yeah, you directly write.
So can I like say
So this
the
is
first
identity. See, two marks. So you have to show that 2 minus 1 is seen over there. Agree? If 2 minus 1
Yeah.
is seen, you won't get marks. Okay?
Oh, we need to write over there like that length of the base
Actually,
of
the triangle,
is
you
minus
write a
one.
statement that like the triangle that is formed having base 2 minus 1, like ठीक है, height 1, ठीक है, and write it a statement.
Hmm.
Then you calculate to get that.
Hmm.
Okay. You can write like two sides the same angle is 45 degree. You can use that also. Okay,
Hmm.
but 2 minus 1 is not shown, then you'll get 1 marks, not 2 marks. This, how will you do that?
So what's the question? If I just fill the table?
Fill
Or-
that will be the question, I think.
Yeah, it's
Stage
10
5,
root 2.
stage 5 you have to fill here.
10 root 2.
So if that is 1 mark, there is no point of
10 root,
doing much. You have to write directly answers.
Yeah, 10 root
Okay,
2.
10 root 2.
10 root 2.
Then this,
Oh, this one.
Uh,
Simplified.
10
So 10,
and then
12.
12 root 2 for 6.
what you write?
10 root 2
For 5, 10
Take
root
1
2.
mark
For
only,
6.
so you directly fill into table because the table will be
Yeah.
table when you get it. Okay? The reset is given, the table was table, so you can put the value.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
describe in the word 2 patterns that you noticed. So now the previous question, it was like a standard. Now this extended pattern having a square root on it. How will you describe in the 2 marks? So you clearly know that description requires 2 description, not 1 descriptions. Agree?
Hmm.
So description require two, not one. And second thing is like you have to use proper mathematical word, and you have to use to connectivity between any two consecutive terms to describe it. So you can see to get next term, you have to multiply by 2 into the previous term. Okay?
Yeah.
Or the consecutive terms are like terms of geometric progressions. So that's how you can write different descriptions. Agree?
Yeah.
Huh? No, you can't write nth, you can't talk about nth term here because they said only
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
have taken previous questions, we have gone together, all of us, and we have seen the mark scheme. If you write the n, what do you use, then your marks gone.
You lose your marks because of that. You have to
So
lose
no derivation allowed in
No
description.
derivations because
Uh,
you
so,
very clear what they're asking and precise also. You don't have to like do much.
Yeah.
So they're saying,
sir,
so when you describe it, you need connectivity between two terms. So
Sir, I think Kashyap has a
if
question.
I know first term, how I will get second term? If I know second term, how I will get third term? Here, I know fourth term. By looking at this pattern, how I will get fifth term, sixth term. That type
so
of
shouldn't it be
requires.
16 root 2 for fifth term?
So this would be what? 10 root 2. This would be
10.
But so
Yeah.
why 10 root 2?
because
Yeah,
the
look
pattern.
at look
no,
at the
sorry, I'm
pattern.
wrong. Yes,
Pattern
16
1,
root 2.
2,
Here,
4,
32
8.
root 2. Agree? Okay. Now you can write general term here in this, like write down the general term here. Now this is general term. How will you write
So
general term?
shouldn't 5 be 16 root 2?
Yeah.
Oh.
So you write every
Ah.
time it get multiplied by root 2 to get next term, na?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you wrote 10 root 2. That's why I was confused.
No, that I was wrong, no, because I didn't sense it that increasing by like multiplying. I thought this is 6.
Yeah, even I didn't see it. I thought that was
Huh.
6. Okay.
ठीक है?
ठीक है.
So this how will get? You understand that how it goes. You write down general term for D in terms of N. That you got? How will you write general term? See, you have to use D only, not Dn. Agree? Is
Yeah,
it what
D.
2 raised to n minus 1 root 2? Agree?
Yeah.
You can see, you just write and show it. The first is stage 1, you try to show the connections. 2 raised to 0, root 2 stage 2. Okay, this is 2 raised to 1, root 2 stage 3, 2 raised to 2, root 2. So this stage number and this having a connection. This is one less than stage number. Understand? So you always write in this way to show that like connectivity between terms to write down the nth term. So hence you can write that D is equal to what will write here? D is equal to what
D
is
is equal to 2 raised to n minus 1.
minus
Equal
1
to-
squared and square root of 2. You could better simplify it if you want. 2 raised to n minus 1 into 2 raised to half.
Half.
This base is same
Right,
power get
right.
added. 2 raised to n minus 1 plus half. 2
So
raised
can you scroll a little bit down? I can't see.
Yeah, sir. I can't see.
You see?
Yeah.
So then see, isn't this is 2 raised to half? You want to write more precise, you can write 2 raised to n minus 1 into 2 raised to half. Then you write 2 raised to n minus 1 plus half. 2 raised to n minus 1 plus half. 2 raised to, this combined would give what? 2 raised to n minus half. Okay, you can write this as general term. You can write this also as general term. You can see it like in the marking how they're grading it. So descriptions, they say multiply by 2. You can write double. You can write ठीक always. You can write power 2. You can write anything. You can describe it. You can write the appropriate description is geometric progressions also. So then the next part C was what? ठीक C was like nth term, no? That we got nth term. You get 2 marks. See, if you don't write D, like D is equal to, you'll get only 1 mark. You have to write D is equal to, because these are the equations. Equation should not have only one side. It has equal to and some other side as well. Okay? Except using D instead of D. So these are the terms only. The correct simplification general terms. See, the correct simplified general rules with the correct notations.
So what is OE in the end?
OEs are, you can accept that. You otherwise you can see talk about that. You can accept this also and this also. There are two D, no, in the like in that symbol range. If you see,
Okay.
okay. So that was description. And what was the next?
So can I just use the washroom and go?
Yeah. Now this is now see now here how many marks it was still. Like you verify your general rule. How will you verify your general rule? What we do is
Outside the table.
Value. Figure it.
for the table, use both the table, use write communications. Okay. So you write like D. So you write stage, just like this is what? Stage 5. Agree? So n is equal to what? 5. You plug into the n is equal to 5 in your formula, 2 raised to 5 minus 1 root 2. So you'll get
So
like
good.
in root 2. Then you can write it like the same as what is in the table. Okay. And you can write one more since this is of 3 marks. So you always D is equal to D equal to you write.
So once you could just go up quite, just note that down. Page 5, yeah. That's it.
So to describe, you have to use correct language, and always 1 marks is communications out of 3. So you have to write D is equal to, if you don't write D is equal to, they'll cut 1 marks.
So we'll just scroll a little bit down. It's just a little. Yeah, thank you.
Got it?
Oh, yes, sir. Thank you.
This. Now see, fill the table is fine. You would fill it, you know how to get filled. Understand? So how will you like get the general term? See, now in this case, first is predict more. That predict you can means you have to fill the table. Understand? Now describe the pattern in the world for P. How will you describe the pattern in the world for P? That is like, I think you have to write general rule that we discuss it. This description means you have to write general rule. You have to think about general rule.
We build up on the previous general rule that we
No, it won't work. You have to write the general rule here, and then you have to like write the general rule. Don't prove it the general rule, but you write, think about the general rule, and general rule, put 2, 3 values and see that this is working properly. Last time we did this one, same thing. So see, what would be the general rule? Isn't this is 2 raised to 2? This is 2 raised to 3. This is 2 raised to 4. Okay? So you write here this in this, isn't this is 2 raised to 2 raised to 2 raised to n plus 1. We have a 4 है ना? Isn't this is 2 raised to n plus 1 plus this is 2 raised to n minus 1 into root 2. Isn't this is general rule Tn? Is there any Tn P? Is there any terminology that you used to say? You can see how you got it by multiplying, adding, or what will you say? Understand? Isn't this is general rule like that? Now you have to put 2 values to check it whether this works or not.
then, for example, if I take stage,
Are you? Very good.
in stage 4, I inserted 4 and
Yeah.
I
So we could look into the answer further, describe. Okay. As of now, predict is fine. You have to fill the table only and don't have to show any calculation because that would be 2 or 3 marks. You can check it. See, they start with this. Now we're in the last part. Last part. This predict. You'll get 2 marks. Correct predicted 4 terms for P. मतलब you have to fill full whatever the empty table was there. ठीक है, except whether the table or the response box. मतलब you have given fill into table because table is always editable into the e-assessment format. You have to fill over there or you write into the box. ठीक है, so that's how description is no point of description. Now 3 marks you'll get if you describe it properly. Describe the one pattern of P. ठीक है, example the coefficient of root 2. ठीक है, the coefficient of root 2 double each time. ठीक है, another way you can write correct descriptions of the pattern for P as the general rule. ठीक है, so this we got it. ठीक है, accept the general rule completely, not simplified. ठीक है, so this you can accept also. So 3 out of 3 you have to first describe the any pattern you can find out that you can describe it. ठीक है, and in this case the pattern was coefficient of that, or you can describe the other thing also. So that like you can say without search for जो form है वो वाला, that how it that also geometric progressions, and you can write general terms also that we did it. ठीक है. But if you do otherwise, you'll lose the marks. Just like here, attempt to describe patterns in the world for P or a rule for in the world. Only if you write in the world, you'll get 1 marks. You see marks is here. Okay. Now attempt to describe the pattern of P in general rule for that attempt. So that means you describing only one side, you're not describing other side. Okay, and correct descriptions of the pattern in the word. So only if you describe pattern in the word, you won't write equal to and those proper format, then you lose 1 communication mark. So this description here is of 3 marks. Out of that, 2 was what? Like mathematical using one side and this side, and then 1 mark was the communication properly using on it. Now test anyway, you know what descriptions or formula you got. that you have to put some values which is in the table given to you from before, and you have to find out same. So you use proper terminology for that. Okay. Now second is verifications. You have to use outside of the table. Outside of the table means what you found out from the table and put and see. Now justifications. This justifications is very tedious. Justifications is a 4 marks. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 marks. That justification needs the derivations of the formula. ठीक है, justification general rules that we generalize using the correct length, and so you have to do for some calculations for that. You have to find out 2, 3, and then you show how it works. ठीक है, so you show one calculation, two calculation, then you show nth के लिए how it works.
Why did they do 4 multiplied by 2n?
So like see, 4 is common na here. 4 you write it, you try to find a pattern on it, no? The 2 raised to n, then you can factor out, no? And then this is root 2, this is root. So that's how it works. Okay? Understand?
Sir, I'll have to go now. I have to go out.
Okay, bye. So you
But
understand?
Sir.
can you share the recording?
I'll say, no, there's for 10 minutes more classes remaining. Anyone wants to go, no problem. I'm recording class and then just like writing the answers properly and then sending it to you. These questions, I'll give 1 or 2 questions to write at home as a
So
homework.
when is the next test?
This test I will upload today, like tomorrow I will upload, in fact, Sunday ko, and by Monday I will check all the tests what you have done, and then you only, what we discuss, you only now correct yourself and then do it. ठीक है?
Okay, sir. So where will you send the recording?
Recording I'll send in the Google Classroom, I'll upload this and then
Okay.
send the link also.
Okay, sir. But we don't have access to the OneNote now because when I tried, it's password protected. So
I'll just send the one more. Don't worry.
So
Okay.
can you share the
It's
syllabus?
passport protect.
E-assessment syllabus?
So I will tell you
I-
the better.
Can you share e-assessment syllabus? Pura
I'll
syllabus?
share,
Yes, it is.
everything I'll share. See, one note. I'll just hang on for 1 minute. I'll tell you what it is properly doing. See, there is AC, BC, DC I made, and AC may everything I'm doing it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
No password protections. It is like open. So everything what we do, we write and the extended math, since we most of us are extended maths. Agree? So the previous
Yes.
what we did revise something, revise these questions based on that. And then today we're doing BC was left, so we completing the previous one only. Okay. So BC
Okay.
was left, so today we did BC, and in the middle, like Monday or something, I'll get time and do DC also 1 or 2 questions. So that way, let us complete this first. And
Okay,
this
sir.
pending that we'll do in the weekdays when we'll get off or something like that, or Fridays, I'll come over there, then I'll do. Okay. So anyway, this is 2 weeks proper. We have to complete in the 2 weeks. Agree? So
Yeah.
that way, what are learning outcomes? You now is like you are clarity in the writing B. Okay. Then you get the clarity in the writing D also. And every time, like next this 3rd week onwards, what I'll do, first I'll teach the concept involved in it, and then I'll give paper to write. That is better way. Understand? So whatever concept come in the 3rd paper, what I'll take it, first I will explain with the examples, give the worksheet, you submit it, and then you write the assessment such that they will get 80, 90. So every time if you get an 80, 90, you do 10, 15 papers, you feel like damn confident. Because the statistics says that your school people didn't get 7 at all last year, last both the schools. So
So what's the grade boundary for 5,
last
6,
time it was
7?
76 only. So 76, like see, the B we had done today, a lot of things that you don't write into the format. You think you got it, but like out of 23 marks, barely if you get 10 marks, 15 marks if you don't write in format. And if you make 1 or 2 mistake in the upper wala question, then you gone. That's what happening with the brackets because they don't learn at all full years. Random test happens, anything you write and give. Okay?
Yeah.
That the thing is, so I'll just summarize today's class. I'm going also, I have other class at 12. Then I'll send this recording, just watch it and resend these 2 questions and do it, write all the steps and get it checked in personal group. Everyone has its own personal group. Agree? ठीक है? Let me go also. ठीक है? Bye bye.